One of the jobs with parenting is to raise your kids to figure out who they are and to learn how to do life for them, their way, as individuals. But how are they supposed to do that if we as parents get upset with them for not doing things the way that we want them to? And this is especially true for adult kids. So I just came back from meeting my very first grandchild, and it was amazing. Everybody says how incredible it is, and it really truly is. And especially I feel like when you have a son that has their baby, and watching your son interact with their tiny child is just so heartwarming. And I find it really interesting to see how they are going about parenting and some of the things that they're doing that are similar to the way I did things, and then to learn about the new ways that they're going about things as well. And on one hand, I feel like kids these days are better off because there's so many parenting it's so much parenting information out there, right? That everybody's giving you like their way of doing things, and try this, and here's a hack for that, and all the stuff that we never had when I was raising kids. You kind of had a few books, or you turned to your mom or dad to help you figure out how to go about it. But these guys have a lot coming at them, which also can be a detriment though, because they have so much coming at them. So that can be very overwhelming and difficult to maneuver, as to try to figure out what is the right way to do with this new little baby I just brought home. So the best thing that we can do as parents is to guide them when we're asked, share our perspective, not as advice, and to be there for them when they need and when they want. And otherwise, honor the way that they are going about things, even when it's different than the way you did. And what's really bringing this on is when I was there, my other son who lives there as well, we went to a baseball game to just kind of give my son and his wife and baby a little time on their own, since I was there for a little while. But we were sitting in a restaurant, and I hear the woman behind me say, "You're going to tell me that I'm not going to meet my grandbaby until 8 weeks old, and then you are going to tell me that I can't kiss on that baby? My daughter has another thing coming." And my ears just perked up, and I'm like, what the heck is this? And she goes on to say that, well, I just hope that there's not a nanny cam in that bedroom, because as soon as she leaves to go take a shower, I'm going to kiss all over that baby, because that was one of the stipulations that her daughter had, is we're waiting to introduce people to the baby, and when they do, we're asking that there's not kissing. Okay, different than the way we did things back in our day, but why not respect it? This is your daughter, your son, trying to maneuver and figure out how to best care for this child the way that they can. So I just was so upset for the daughter that this mom was coming in and already just pushing against everything that she was trying to do, when she was just trying to love her baby and do things the right way, just as we all did as well. So I talk about this in my new book, Your Behavior Language, and there's a section in here on replacing expectations with respectations. Instead of expecting people to do things the way that we want or we think they should, learn about where they're coming from and have a more of a respectful approach to it. And then I also talk about parenting and grandparenting in terms of learning your child's behavior language as they go through this new section of their life as well. It's new for everybody involved, and the best thing that we can do is just honor each other as we go through it, instead of get deceitful and frustrated and annoyed with one another.